Okay. So you can see
All right.
right now.
Yes. No. This is. Oh, you are playing from your mobile as well. I thought you were
Yes.
playing from your laptop.
No,
Oh,
because we decided to not restart the meeting. So I've already created the game on my phone,
okay.
and because I don't have a camera on my PC, it will be shaking because I have to.
That would have been okay. Anyway, never mind. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So let's see the deal. Is it a good deal? Can you zoom it?
Yep.
Oh, yes. Okay.
So I don't think so because the one plex will be
More than
31,000, which
yes.
is not so. It's high price, and we didn't
Very
buy
highly
on
priced.
profitable. Yeah, so I will pass this.
Tanchit, did you get the idea? Did you
Yes.
did you understand? Yes. Okay. Fine.
Okay.
Okay.
You
Uh,
cannot start. Okay. Could you
okay.
please stop your
Can you,
presentation, please?
Vicky? Can you stop sharing the
Yeah,
screen?
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay, thank you. Is my screen visible?
Okay. Yes. All right. Airline
Is it
pilot.
visible?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
It is.
Airplane
Which one is
pilot.
small or big
Okay.
one?
No, big. Go with the big one because that's where we can learn something. All
It's
right.
not worth.
Okay. Can you tell? Can you explain why it is not worth it?
This is overpriced and this doesn't give enough cash flow.
Which is overpriced?
Yeah.
Is it the cost or the down payment?
It is down payment.
Uh-huh. Okay. So, what do you think of the cost?
Cost is also expensive.
What is the unit cost?
$240,000.
The unit cost. Say it's an eightplex. So for an
Yes.
eightplex, it means there are 8 units in the building, which means each unit will
30,000.
cost
Each unit costs
30,000.
30,000.
Yes, 30,000.
Yeah.
Now, do you know uh, the lowest value of a plex unit and the highest value of a plex unit?
No, I don't know that.
Okay, so that is about market research. If you go back to some of the previous videos, you might actually see that discussion over there. So when we look at the pricing, Kiyosaki
Yes.
always says buy in profit, not sell in profit, buy in profit. And if you want to know about buy in profit, then you have to know your market research. You have to know what is the lowest price that the market can offer, what is the highest price that the market can offer, which is when you can actually decide whether you are buying in profit or not. You say sometimes you say buy low, sell high in your stocks, right?
Yes.
Okay. This is the same case, except that it is not that simple when you buy low and sell high, because you also, when you buy low, you need to know how low it can go. In case of stocks, it's a little different because it can go very low. But in case of real estate, there is always a baseline value that you maintain. And that baseline value you can only know through market research. Okay, and that market research is what gives us the opportunity to understand what is the uh, lowest cost that it can go to and what is the highest cost it can go to. But then you know that the uh, the price that you are being offered at is closer to the cost or closer to the valuation. So there's cost and valuation. Cost is when you go down to the lowest possible value. That is, you can consider that as a cost. And the valuation is the current value that you are offering for this one, or the highest valuation you can get for this one. This is valuation is based on perception. When you go to stocks, you think valuation is based on demand. Here in real estate, valuation is based on more on perception, because the demand in each area is based on the development in that area. So when the development happens, then the perception changes and you think that you can get more value, more cash flow out of that property or asset, and so the valuation goes higher. Okay, so it is it is a very vast topic, and I think we have discussed this several times in our meetings. So if you go back to some of the old videos, you might actually see some discussions based on these, about buying in profit, about cost and valuation, and how the change in environment, like zoning, like the changes in the economic situation, all of that affects the valuation of an asset. Okay, so this
Okay,
one, yes.
so may I know what is the maximum cost and the minimum cost?
Okay, so in the game, if you look at the Plex units, the maximum that you can get for a Plex unit is 40,000, and the
Yes.
lowest you can get a Plex unit for is 20,000. Isn't that right, Vicky?
Absolutely correct.
Okay, so
I'm trying to find the formula for ROI, return
okay,
on investment.
ROI, yes, yes. So if you want to look at the cash flow, good that you brought that up, Vicky. So if you want to look at the cash flow, you have to set for yourself a minimum cash flow that you want to work on. And based on that minimum cash flow, when you look at it, you can look at it in terms of every $100,000 that you invest in down payment, it will bring you what kind of cash flow and what percentage of cash flow you can get on that. And if you get is that the kind of percentage that you want in terms of cash flow for your ROI? Because you can do two types of deals. You can do deals for capital gains and you can do deals for cash flow. So if you make a deal for capital gains and you get some cash flow, the cash flow is a bonus. If you make a deal for cash flow and you also have the opportunity to make some capital gains on it, then the capital gains is the bonus. Because the intention of the game is to increase your passive income. If you want to increase your passive income, you have to create cash flow generating assets. And it is not easy to create cash flow generating assets without cash. And so you need cash which you can get through capital gains. So in the first half of the game, you would actually concentrate on generating capital gains, which means you buy in profit and you sell an asset When you buy in profit and you sell an asset, you can actually make capital gains on it. So once you make capital gains, you can then make this, you can put your money to work. You can take this cash that you have generated through capital gains and you can apply it to purchase assets which can create cash flow for you. That is when your passive income will increase. And when your passive income increases, you get into control of the game. You get into control of your situation. Okay. Sanjit,
Yes. Yes.
how does it look?
I don't think I should buy it.
No, in this case, you are not getting capital gains and you are not getting cash flow either. So this is not a good deal.
Yeah. Is
Either
I
down
think that
payment
the cash flow
payment?
here, the ratio is 2% and 2.37.
all right.
If you can check it.
Let's see. What just happened here? Okay, all right. That was Roger. Let me put the calculator into action. Let's say 950 divided by 40,000.
Multiple 100 is 2.375.
375 is your return on investment because you would invest 40,000. You know why we don't take 240,000 as the investment amount, right?
You asked me or him?
Anyone could answer.
For 4,000, you can make another good deal for me.
No, I'm saying
So
when we
is
calculate the
the
ROI.
down payment?
Come again, Sanchit?
Is the down pay initial payment for the Plex?
Yes.
And when should you give the 240,000 cost?
You don't.
And may I know the reason why it is mentioned here if you don't have to pay?
Okay. So if you want to look at the cost, you need to, because if you want to know whether you are buying in profit or not, you need to know what you are buying, what rate you are buying for, right? What cost you're buying it for. So that is why you see the 240,000 over there. So you know your unit cost is 30,000 units, and you can, when you sell it, when you dispose, when you liquidate your assets, you have to consider that you are paying off a debt for 240,000. Because when you look at your liabilities, you look at your assets and you look at your liabilities will not show this 240,000 because your cash flow is already including the EMIs, or it is already including the um, repayment of the mortgage that you will take on $200,000. Now, where did you get the $200,000 from? Sanchit?
Can you hear me?
Okay, now I can
Hello?
hear you. Yes.
I can't hear you before. Could you please repeat that?
Okay. So when you buy, if you buy this asset, you will see in your cash flow statement, in your financial statement. Can you come down on your screen? Okay. So if you when you see that, it will appear under your assets under real estate / business
Yes.
when you buy it, but the cost will come as 200,000. Where did you get the 200,000 from?
from the income source. Is it correct?
No. When you can you buy this asset?
No,
Go
I
ahead.
can't.
No, go
I
ahead.
can't.
Buy. Yes, you can. Go ahead and buy.
Can I take out a loan?
Take out a loan. You are getting it anyway.
Okay,
Okay,
I
buy.
am purchasing.
Okay, go back to your financial statement.
And now it
Okay,
is 240,000
your
clicks.
240,000 is under
And,
your assets. When you look at your
and
liabilities,
it
can you see your
loan,
liabilities?
yeah, just added up a loan of $37,000.
No. Don't look at the loan. Okay, see what you purchased right now. Can you see what you
Clicks.
purchased?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you see the liability of 200,000?
Yes.
Okay. So that is the 200,000 that we're talking about. The cost has gone into the assets. The liability has gone into the mortgage has gone into the liability. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And you paid 40,000. You paid 40,000 in
And for
cash.
it, yes,
How did you generate this 40,000?
by taking out the loan.
You took out a loan. Who gave you the loan?
Maybe bank,
Okay,
maybe
so
the bank.
some financier gave you the loan. So you are actually operating not only your mortgage, your mortgage is already operating on a loan, right? Your mortgage is actually an asset backed loan. Do you understand asset backed loan?
No, could you please tell about it?
Okay, asset backed loan means the bank, say for example, if you are getting the loan from a bank, the bank is taking an asset from you as a collateral. You know a collateral?
Yeah, I got it. Yes.
Okay. So it is an
Yeah.
asset backed
If you
loan.
don't pay the money, the money put there will be seized, right?
Yes, your asset will be attached.
Yes.
Okay. So your asset will be attached if you do not pay back the loan. So the bank has a security against the amount that you are taking as loan. So that is called an asset backed loan. Now there is also the kind of loan that you get without an asset backing, and that is when you call that, what do you call that? I forgot what that's called. Suddenly I don't get that term. Nah, it's called a collateral free loan. When you get a loan from a bank and the bank is not asking for a collateral, it is a collateral free loan, which means it is if you do not pay, then the bank is probably holding a check from you, and the check is the only instrument that they can use uh, to force you to pay or to extract the money from you, not attach an asset. So they don't have your building, they don't have your land, they don't have your house, or they don't have your car attached to the loan or connected to the loan. It is not a collateral. It is not based on collateral or the value of the collateral. It is completely based on uh, trust and your credit worthiness. So that's why in many countries you have a credit score. So recently in India, in the last few years, we introduced something called CIBIL, CIBIL, CIBIL is also about credit score. A lot of countries, they call it credit score, especially in the US. I think it is called the credit score. And that is used. They look at your payment history. They look at they look at how you have performed in the loans in the previous on the previous occasions. If you have taken a credit card, have you been regular in repayment? If you have taken another loan, have you been regular and prompt in your payments? So they always look at that and then decide, okay, this person is not a risk, and we can offer him a loan without a collateral. So if we offer him a loan without a collateral, he will still repay. He will still continue to pay back the installments. So when the bank feels this way, and there is an opportunity for the bank to give you a collateral free loan, that is the time when you can get a collateral free loan where you don't have to attach or give them the documents for an asset, mortgage an asset with them. Okay. All right. So we are coming to the end of this first half. Let's. Okay. So this time is my turn, and I will share my screen. There you go. Share. It's been a long time since we did this.
Yes.
All right, teacher. Salary of 3,300, 400 in savings. Let me see what my, you know, why this is my favorite dream. I always select this one because when you come here, you are not even tempted to pick your dream. You have to go all the way through the fast track, and then this is the last chance that you get. If you get a chance to buy a dream, this is the last chance. Okay, cash flow positive, I will donate. Okay, let me stop screen share. Okay, stop. Engineer, okay.
I am an engineer. I have a cash flow of $4,900.
No, you
And
have
I
a
have
salary
400
of $4,900.
in savings. That means I'm starting with $400.
Yes.
Let's choose park named after you.
All right.
Roll it. Blue to golf goals.
Expenses. Do that.
Okay. You can see.
It's coming on. Yes.
Okay, cool. So I will choose one of my favorites, which is traveling.
Aha.
Business major. Sorry, 4,060. Saving, and let's go. And I will not.
Not enough.
Not enough. Let me see how I can stop. Okay, here.
I will just start. All right. Since I have the chance to do 2 dice, I will always do 2 dice. Big deal. And a house for sale. Now, house for sale, the 3-bedroom house is always best when you buy it in the small deals because you get it, I think, for as low as 45,000. So that means the cost would be 45,000, and when you sell, you can make another 2,000 extra. But what I've observed is that if you go if you want to go to the small deals only for the 3x2 houses, you don't really know what kind of opportunity you are missing with the big deals, because you can only do one of the two things. You can either go with a small deal or you can go with a big deal. And if you go with the small deal, then you don't know how much opportunity you are missing with the big deal. So I always prefer, even though I might get it cheaper in the small deals, I always go with the houses in the big deals. So Sanchit, you want to try and understand how much what is the lowest cost for a 3x2 and the highest valuation for a 3x2.
I don't know that.
All right, so the 65,000 that you see over here, this I think is the uh, lowest
Average.
cost.
The lowest, yeah, or maybe 60.
60
And the
and
highest is 135.
35. And the best part is it is 135 even if you are buying the house in the small deal or in the big deal. It doesn't matter. You can still sell it at 135. All right, so this is definitely something close to cost. So I will buy, and I don't have cash of 6,000, or it was 8,000. It was down payment was 8,000. I already have a cash of 2,000 that I can use for this. I need a loan of 6,000, so I will take it and I will buy. Let's have a look at the financial statement. The 67,000, which is 65,000, 57,000, 65,000 minus the 8,000 that I gave off as a down payment. So that was cash. So I gave off 60 out of 65,000, I gave off 8,000, and what remains is 57,000, which goes into my liability. And this, I don't see it affecting my expenses. I don't see it affecting my expenses because my cash flow or the passive income that I get from this one is already handling the repayments as well. So it is the cash flow after the repayments, after all the expenses and the repayments, that I'm getting a 300 in cash flow. So the cash flow is really a bonus over here, because I did the deal only for the capital gains that I can get, because my house that I'm purchasing is almost at cost. I'm not spending anything on valuation, but I am getting the house at the cost price. So that is 65,000, and I have the cost price, and out of which I paid off 8,000. So my liability is 57,000. My mortgage repayment is already covered in my cash flow from the asset. Here, this is the cash flow from the asset. And my loan is only because I did not have enough cash in my to make the down payment. Now, the down payment you are expected to make out of your own cash. But if you take a loan for that, then that loan alone appears in your expenses. Right. So I will stop share.
Let's roll the dice. And it's just a payday.
Yes. AD. Sanchit, you have to make it a practice to look at your Financial statement after every roll. Okay, do that. Queen V loves friends, so she is always treating her friends to lunch. Two dice again. Okay. This would have been nice in the last game.
Where is it?
All right, can you see it?
Yes, you are offered 35,000 per units for all units.
It's a selling opportunity. So there is a buyer in the market now, and the buyer
Yes.
is looking for flex units. So the flex units can be a duplex or a fourplex or an eightplex. The buyer is offering 35,000 per unit, which means if you have an eightplex, you get 35 into 8. If you have a fourplex, you get 35 into 4. So that is where the significance of the cost comes in. So you know what each unit is costing. And since I have no flex units,
So you can't sell it.
there is nothing I can sell. And then
Okay.
now I know that I'm already in positive payday, which is why I'm not going to keep checking my financial statement until I am in negative payday. All right.
House
Another
or
single
two bedroom,
opportunity.
3 bedroom?
Okay. Have you
I don't.
wondered? This is for a 3 bedroom house, the kind of asset that I just picked up as an offer for 90,000. Have you wondered why, when the selling opportunity is available, it is available for all the players, but the buying opportunity is only for one or two players? I mean, one player at a time.
How does that work?
So if you do a deal, I mean, if you roll the dice and you get an opportunity to make a deal, that deal is only for you. But when you get a selling opportunity, when there is a buyer in the market, this opportunity will come to me because I already have a house. The game is programmed like that. So when you get a selling opportunity and you don't have an asset, or even if you have an asset, that selling opportunity is shared with me as well. It's shared with all the other players.
Is it that for all sales deals? I think it's only for share opportunities deals. I'm not sure that this will come to you.
This will definitely come to me.
Okay.
Okay. I'm asking for the reason why it will come to me.
Can you repeat?
I'm saying this will come to me.
Mm-hmm. But you will pass it because it's not a good it's not a good deal.
It is not a
It's only
good sale.
like
Yes, it is not a good deal, but I will still take it. I will explain to you why I will take it also.
because you want to have some cash flow to do big deals.
Yes, but also when it comes to real estate, sometimes you can get into a good market, sometimes you can get into a bad market.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, there is no cash in the real estate market right now. Across the globe, all real estate is slumped. All real estate is not is in terms of Sanchit, it is a bear market. So the prices are going down. There is no there is no cash, there is no transaction that is really happening. So it becomes a buyer's market. So when you get
Oh,
stuff for cheap, when you get stuff for very low price, then it's a buyer's market. The buyer has the advantage. The seller does not have so much of advantage, but the seller most probably is doing a distress sale. So why the buying opportunity is for every, okay, when there is a buyer, why the selling opportunity is for everyone. When there is a buyer in the market, the buyer is not just coming to you. The buyer has the freedom to search across the market. Whereas if you are trying to sell a property, or if you're trying to sell an asset, you don't go across everyone. You just wait for, you just do a deal with one person. You have only one asset to sell. You only can deal with one person at a time. So if that one person decides, yes, I will take it, the deal will happen. If that one person decides, no, I will not take it, then the deal will not happen. So it depends on one person. Whereas when there is a buyer in the market, that means the buyer has the freedom to go to anyone in the market. The buyer can go and ask how many people are willing to sell their houses for whatever price. This is the maximum that I am offering. Now, in this case, the house buyer is offering 90,000 per unit. So the buyer can go to anyone. He can come to Queen V, he can come to Sanchit and ask, I am buying 3x2 houses at 90,000 per unit, per house. Will you be willing to sell? Isn't that what happens here in the game?
we'll see.
All right. Sanchit, can you move?
Okay.
It's my turn.
Yes, Queen.
Sure. See, I don't have.
You don't have, can you open your financial statement?
Yeah, I don't have.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
There is
this is
no
why.
3x2. So there is no point in the buyer coming to ask you. Okay, you have a baby though.
It's a baby girl.
Okay. Take good care of
It's
her.
a. I will.
Okay. So here is the answer to the question. See,
Yeah.
this is a shared opportunity because I do have a house. So the buyer
Okay.
can go to every single player in the market and
Mm-hmm.
can ask for uh, ask if they want to participate in the sale deal.
And you will sell it.
I will
Sell
sell
it
it.
or
Okay,
not?
why I will sell it? Because it's definitely offering me, it's offering me 33,000 in cash, which means I already paid 8,000 in
Yeah.
down payment. So I am making a profit of $25,000.
Yes.
Now I am making a profit of $25,000 in one move.
Okay.
And that is the reason why I'm selling it right now.
Okay.
Because I did not have to hold on to the asset. My sale opportunity came before I made too many turns, before making me wait for too long.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have taken a loan, and every time I pass through a payday, I am paying 600 for the loan. Can you see
Yes.
my expenses? Loan payment,
Oh,
600. So since this opportunity came to me right after one move, and I did not cross a payday, or if I crossed a payday, I only spent 600. Now, if I spent 600 already and I keep spending 600s, then it is not going to help me make a huge profit. But this one is already allowing me to make a profit.
Okay.
And I don't really know. No, there is uncertainty here as well, which is in the real estate market, that I don't know when I will find another sale opportunity.
Okay. And are you going to pay the loan right now, or you will keep the
Let's see.
33K? Because your payday will be less with the rent of 3-2 house.
Correct.
It will, and now it's like 817, and after
I lose the
after the
300.
deal, you will lose 300. Yes.
Yes. So my expense will go up, which is not so bad because I want my expenses to stay up. My payday is still positive. So
Yes.
I may not say exactly
Yeah.
as predicted. Payday went down, expenses went up, and now I'm going.
But still in positive cash flow.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So I'm still in positive, so I will still roll 2 dice, and it took me to the payday and finished. So I will not pay off this. I will not pay off the loan because I need to increase my expenses for the for increasing the passive income.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Sanchit, go ahead.
Let's roll it.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, right now, yes.
Okay, let's roll the dice. Let's go. Okay.
Okay, shopping
Oh,
mall for sale. Okay. At this point, let me say, at this point, I would really buy this one because it can produce capital gains in the future if there is a sale opportunity. But this is a unique deal. This is not like the plex or the house or the apartments where the sale opportunity comes for any apartment, or the sale opportunity comes for any house or any plex unit. This one, there is only one card and you have to wait for that card to happen. So
in my opinion, right now it's not the time, because the cost and down payment is one. You down payment the whole amount, and the cash flow it's 800. So you take a loan from 49,000 to pay that. So you will be minus 4.9K per month,
yes,
and you have only cash flow 800. And really, yeah, you can make a big profit, but you have to wait a lot, and maybe it will be their discard or not. And if you want to your engineer salary, which is not, because if I'm teacher or something like that and I need to increase my expenses, maybe I will take it. But if I don't need that much increase in my expenses, I will not take it.
So do you see that according to the circumstance, your decision has to be modified? This is the reason why what we are trying to do is to build decision making capability, not just create the formula that will work for winning the game. There is no formula to win the game. The best formula is always to make the right decisions. And making the right decisions means understanding the situation in which the decision has to be made. And to understand the situation, we need to analyze, we need to collect all the data, and we need to consider very carefully if the data is valid or not, and whether which data has to be taken into account when we are trying to make a decision about a deal, right? So if you feel adventurous, you can go ahead and buy at Sanchit. But if you follow Queen's advice, which I think is a very good advice, considering your circumstance and considering you don't need to take that risk about the money, then
Yeah, I will pass the deal.
it
Will
would be
that be okay?
better. I don't take these deals, especially for the shopping mall. I don't take the deal, even for the 20 acres land deal. I don't take the deal if I don't see a real benefit out of it. And that benefit you can decide only by analyzing the other areas of your financial statement, just like how Queen V did for you. That you don't need to increase your expenses. If you needed to increase your expenses, then yes, this would be a good choice to make, because you will increase your expenses. But you don't need to increase your expenses, not right now at least. So there is no reason to pick the
Okay,
deal.
I'll pass it. Okay.
So if you listen very carefully to what Queen V said, then you would understand the logic of making this decision and how the logic is applied to manage your portfolio.
Yeah.
All right.
So car wash for sale. So I paid 1/7 of the price, which is okay, and take 150. I would like to see what is the okay, good.
So return on
I want to see the cash flow. It's 3%. Okay. It's not the best.
Okay. If you
I don't feel so adventurous today. I'm manager. I have total expenses. I can take it. It will be 3.5. No, less. 4.9. And I will be -3 and something.
okay. But imagine.
But I don't have. I prefer to have some houses or plex which I can sell to take this risk. So for me right now, it's not the correct time to buy this one. If I have one house or one apartment on something like that, more not that specific, more secure, I will buy this one. But right now, when I don't have security in plex or 3-2-1 combo or something like that, I will pass it. But I will wait for your comment right now.
Okay. So when you look at the cost, have you noticed there is another deal in the game, which is also for a car wash, and it is for 125,000.
How much?
125,000, the cost.
Yes.
Have you noticed the other deal for the car wash?
I'm not sure.
Okay, so there is another deal for the car wash. The car wash is a saleable asset, so you
Mm-hmm.
can sell later on during the game. There are some assets which there are some deals which you cannot sell, but car wash is not one of them. The car wash, you can sell the car wash.
Okay.
That is, you can get a market card for that. But the market card is for 250,000. The cost
204,000.
250. So
Okay.
the valuation of the car wash in the market is up to 250,000
So this is not a good deal because of the cash flow.
of the cash, of the
Okay.
cost. See, the cost
Yes.
is already 350,000. So if you get a
Mm-hmm.
sale opportunity for this unit, it will be you will have to sell it at a loss because the cost is already 350,000 and you will make minus 100 when you sell it for 250,000.
Okay.
So there is no capital gains. Cash
Okay.
flow, personally, I feel that the game can always offer at least 5% return on investment
Yeah.
rather than 3%, which is the case in this deal.
Yeah.
So this right now looks like the car wash is selling in a bull market,
Mm-hmm.
a bullish market where the prices are going up, the demand is going up, and so the cost of the asset is also going up, or the valuation on the asset is going up. But it is not producing cash flow. It is not producing. This is what generally happens in a boom market. So if you look
Mm-hmm.
at I look at real estate um, deals very often, and I see that people have an unrealistic expectation for the valuation of their property, of their asset, because at some point in time the valuation went crazy and above.
Mm-hmm.
So when the valuation went crazy and above, people thought that they will be able to maintain that valuation for their asset. And because they thought it is possible for them to maintain that valuation for their asset, they keep asking for unrealistic prices like this one, 350,000 for a car wash, although it is only making 1,500 in terms of
Yeah.
cash flow. Whereas if I spend something, if I have an asset which has a valuation of 350,000, I would expect at least cash flow of let's say 7,000 or $8,000.
Mm-hmm.
That would be for, so in real life, again, in real life, many people overvalue assets, although it is not producing enough cash flow or it is not generating enough ROI, because they are depending mostly on capital gains to make money, not on cash flow to make money. So Kiyosaki says if you want to become financially independent, if you want to become financially free, you cannot keep doing the capital gains game.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be going into the cash flow game, which means you have to generate enough cash. Then you go into a cash flow mode where you let your assets generate your income or your cash flow.
Mm-hmm.
So this is one of the principles that he is indicating over here. By pricing the product very high and pricing the cash flow very low, it's saying that in a boom market, when the market is staying up, it is very easy to see a lot of overvalued properties which are underperforming. That is what is happening here. This is an overvalued product which is underperforming. It is valued at 350,000, but it is only producing 5 times less than the minimum expected return on investment for in taking for going into the deal.
Okay.
All right. So that is the reason, that is one of the main reasons why I would not take that deal, because it does not have the.
And it's your turn, I think. Yes.
Okay, let me see that. Share. All right. Sanchit, you're okay?
Sorry.
Sanchit, are you okay? Are you in the game? Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right. Let's go for a big one. Okay. Limited partner wanted. Okay. Now this is something that I would do only for the game. I would look if it is the limited partnership that comes up earlier in the game, or in the beginning of the game. Let's say this is happening within 2-3 rounds of moving, so I would normally buy it. But this is my observation for the game, that ultimately, especially when 4 or more people are playing, the deal for the limited partnership sale will happen anyways. So because it will happen anyways, you already have the opportunity to sell it and make some money out of it. So even if it is taking me a little negative, now this will not take me negative, but this is really not worth the investment, because my down payment is 20,000 and my cash flow is only 800, which means my return on investment is only 4%, which is not the cutoff value that I have for the game. My cutoff value is at 5%, but still it only gives 4% in one. I will still buy it because I can make capital gains out of it. But in real life, honestly, I will not buy this deal, because the cash flow in real life, I would look at the cash flow rather than, if it is a limited partnership program, I will not go for this deal, because this partnership is not making money. This partnership is not making any cash flow. So I will not go for this deal if it were in real life. But in the game, I will still go for it.
It's a baby.
Boy or girl? Like how Queen Bee says.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's look at the financial statement.
Okay. All right. Make sure that your payday is always in positive, because if it, as long as it is in positive, there is nothing to worry. But if it is in negative, then you have work to do. It is not a problem if you go negative. But if you go negative, then you have to be careful about the steps that you're taking before you end your turn or before you
If
roll the next
if
time.
it is in negative, then we should not donate to the charity, right?
I don't do that. It's just a personal
Because
thing.
if you roll two dice, there will be double minus in the payday.
Correct. Even if you donate to charity, donating to charity, now this we always try to connect it to real life. So if in real life, even if I'm going a little negative, I may still donate to a charity if there is an opportunity. So this is really something with the game. If you will get the opportunity to roll two dice, but even if you get the opportunity to roll two dice, you
Okay.
can always select roll only one dice if you are in the um, if you pay the if you pay for charity.
Okay, let's see.
Yes, let's see.
Oops. Big deal. Okay.
All
I
right.
really can't remember what is the amount per unit in this deal. And I every time calculate it. Oh, it's so high. And I will pass it because of the cost of the per unit of Plex.
Yes. Oh. Mhm. And I shall. Okay. First, let me check my.
Still not non deals of apartments. Did you see?
Sorry, come again.
We still don't have a
Any
card with
apartment so
apart
far?
yeah,
Yes.
any apartment in the game.
Correct. Correct. True. They've made some changes to the game, I feel. I'm not sure, but I feel because the appearance has changed slightly, especially on the website. Okay, so let's roll. All right, this is the most beautiful uh, flex deal in the game. Now, if you read the text, you will understand that this is happening in today's market in the whole world. Professional person urgently needs cash to save partnership. Okay, because right now many businesses are not making enough money, and they are looking for cash injection, or they are looking to dispose some assets so that they can generate some cash to pay off some of their debts or liabilities. So here the cost is 160,000 for an 8-plex unit, and that just means that the unit costs only $20,000. And you look at the cash flow, there is a cash flow from this one single deal, there is a cash flow of 1,700, which is not so bad either. When you look at the down payment, it is 32,000, which means uh, the down payment, if I convert it into 100, that's about 3 times more. And so the cash flow that I can generate from a down payment of 3,000, I mean, sorry, 32,000, and the cash flow is 1,700, which means the return is about 35%. Let's see, let me calculate it. 1,700 divided by 32,000 times 100. Oh, actually, the return is already 5.3%, which is above uh, my cutoff, above my expectation. So my expectation is a minimum of 5%. This is 5.3%, which means it has exceeded my expectation. So I'm getting a great deal because the unit cost is the lowest. The cash flow is at the level that I'm demanding. And of course, the down payment is a little high, 32,000. If I look at it, let's see what percentage of down payment they are asking for. 32,000 divided by 160,000. That is only two. No, that is 600 equals to into 100. That's 32,000. Let me see, 32,000 divided by 160,000. All right, okay, I made a mistake. Equals times 100 is 20%. 20% is kind of normal in the real estate sector. So for that, if you want to know what is normal in a particular sector, you have to start working in that sector, or you have to get involved with that sector. Only then will you know what is the situation in that particular market. Now here, 20% down payment is quite okay, because normally your down payment will vary from 5% up to 25%, and this falls closer to the 25%, but let's say it's only 20,000, so it's 20%. So it is not a huge down payment. It is the standard down payment that they're looking for as well. So down payment is fine. Cash flow is great. The cost is at its lowest, which means I am buying in profit and I'm buying an asset which can produce cash flow as well as capital gains. So I just go ahead and buy. So the loan put me in a negative payday of minus 430. But when I buy, it will automatically go higher, which is good. Now I need to increase my expenses a little bit, because my total expenses now the passive income is almost covering 50% or more than 50% of my total expenses. There we go.
Let's go. Is it clicks for sale reinvesting on our offer?
Okay. So can you now tell what is the cost per unit for this opportunity?
Is it 27,500?
Correct. 27,500 is right. So you got that by dividing the cost by the number of units, which is
By 8.
2,000. Sorry, 220,000 divided by 8. Okay. So what do you think of the down payment?
40,000. I think I should purchase it.
Sorry.
I should purchase it.
What do you think of the down payment? How does the down payment figure? What is the percentage of down payment?
The minimum cost is 30,000 and down payment is good. 20,000.
What is the percentage of down payment that you are that they are demanding?
Is it 4.25 percentage?
No. The down payment is 18%.
Sorry?
The down payment in this deal is 18%
How do I know that?
because you are they are demanding a down payment of $40,000 and your cost is $220,000. So your 40,000 divided by 220,000 times 100 will give you the percentage of down payment, which means you can verify the percentage against the market practice. So if you get 18.18%, then you can feel confident, okay, in the real market, the range of down payment is between 5 to 25%. So this is 18% and it is falling in the correct range. It is, they're not asking for too much and they're not asking for too less, which means they are already that is already adjusted, that percentage is already adjusted. So when you look at 18%, you know, okay, they are asking for 18% and it is fair to offer this 18%, which is the $40,000. So did you get the part how you calculate the down payment percentage?
Yes. Can I buy it?
What is the ROI?
It's your decision.
It's return on investment, so
What is the
I
ROI?
think return on investment.
Yes.
Is it the one? Is it the cash flow? 8.25 percentage.
No, I don't think so.
What's the formula to calculate ROI?
All right. So the question is, how much money are you investing?
I'm investing $40,000.
You're only investing $40,000. You're not investing $220,000. You're only investing $40,000. Now, if you are investing $40,000, you are going to look for your return on investment based on the cash that you invested, which means you look at the cash flow and you compare it with the down payment that you've made times 100. So 1,700 divided by 40,000 times 100.
Could you please repeat that?
Sorry?
Could you please tell the formula again?
Okay. So what is the cash that I've invested?
It's $40,000.
$40,000. What is the cash flow that I'm getting for an investment of $40,000?
$1,700.
$1,700. So what is the percentage of the return on investment?
8.
How did you get 8?
You just told it before.
No, I did not say 8.
It's
You told.
4.25.
Okay, let me calculate it.
Yes.
Okay. 1,700 divide
No,
4.
let him do it by himself.
Okay.
Let's see.
It's 4.25 percentage.
Exactly. See,
Uh,
you don't have to
Is it
help
the
him
return on
also.
investment? Is it the return on investment percentage?
Sorry,
Cash flow divided by down payment multiplied by 100.
100. That will give you how much percentage returns you are getting for the cash that you're investing.
Okay, I got it.
Okay. So if you know how much percentage returns you are getting for your for the money that you're investing, that will give you your return on investment. That is how you calculate your return on investment. All right.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So is it giving you the return on investment that you're demanding? Or is it
Yes.
giving you capital gains that you're demanding?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay, let's see. Roll. Okay.
Right. She just lost her job.
Yes.
All right. Roll. Ah, one of the nice ones.
Yes.
First apartment deal of the game. All right. So my return on investment is more than 5%. Let's see, that would be 2.8, 2.5 times 2.8. That would be 5.6
5.6.
percentage. So 5.6% is definitely above what I want in terms of ROI.
So don't buy it. Don't buy it. It's more than you expected. You know,
Over
a lot of good
expectation.
is not good.
Okay. My down payment that they're demanding is 50,000 by 555. No, 550,000. So that would be 1 by 11,
9.
9%. Even better,
Yes.
9%. Oh,
Good for you. Good for
I
you.
I like the guy who's selling it.
Yes.
I wish there was more sellers like that.
He
Okay.
can be your new best friend.
New best friend, yes. And the cost per unit is only about 23,000. It's 22,900 something, but 23,000. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And
123.
I will buy it
Do it. Do it.
just to make the queen jealous. All right. Now the financial statement is looking interesting. Minus 730. What do you think? What do you suggest to do, Sanchit?
We cannot hear you right now. Unmute yourself, please.
Sanchit?
Oh yeah. I speak, but I was muted. Okay.
Yeah. So what do you think? Minus 730. Is the game over?
No.
No. How do you think I should manage this situation?
Maybe next time you roll the dice, you should get a loan.
Okay. Why?
Because if you roll the dice without taking loan, you will be bankrupt.
Okay. Now,
You have $120 available in your account, and your payday is 730. If it crosses the yellow red mark payday, then you will be bankrupt. So I think you should take a loan.
okay. Why should I do it? Why should I go negative and take a loan to cover my payday?
Because if you don't have a loan, you will be bankruptcy. But
Mm.
it was
That is
apartment
the
house was the
technical part of it.
perfect thing.
Now, that is the technical analysis. Like, if I don't take a loan, I will go bankrupt. Yes. Now, I am looking for more like the uh, logical analysis of why I should keep myself in the game with a negative payday. What is the good reason for me to continue in the game even if my payday is negative?
Because the purpose is to get out of this rat rate. So
Okay, that's fine. But that was my purpose even before I went into negative payday. Correct?
yeah.
Yes. So when my payday goes into negative 730, why
Mm-hmm.
should I stay in the game? Do you know, in real life, if you borrow too much money, people would actually laugh at you.
What will we do?
If you borrow too much money in real life,
Mm-hmm.
people would actually laugh at you
I don't know why.
because most people think that you borrow money because you don't know how to manage your finances.
And some people go broke also by borrowing the money.
Borrowing money. Yes,
The people perception will be like this man doesn't know anything, and one day he will surely be go in will be in bankrupt.
yeah,
That's the mindset of our common people.
yes. Now, I am asking, why should I continue in the game when my payday has already gone negative? Okay, I
Because
want.
if this is a real life, you cannot just go and I don't know die because you have a negative payday. You continue to live, to have expenses and so on. So you have to manage the situation and you have to think something to make it through.
Correct. In real life, look at my, if you want to compare it with real life, look at my asset column. I have substantial assets. I have assets which are generating good cash flow, and I have assets which are generating which I bought at profit. So I'm still enjoying the profit. So I'm still enjoying the profit, and I'm still making enough cash flow. So there is always a possibility of bounce back. Why? Because I'm holding real assets, not paper assets. I imagine the same situation if instead of investing in real estate, I would have invested in stocks from the uh, small deal segment. So if I had invested in stocks in the small deal segment, really, I would have nothing to look forward to because it is not going to give me cash flow, and the sale opportunity is not in my control. Whereas over here, I am actually in control of the sale opportunity because I can decide which opportunity I should take. Until then, my asset is giving me cash flow, and until then, My asset is not losing its opportunity to generate capital gains because I bought, because I already made the profit when
Mm-hmm.
I purchased the product, when I purchased the asset. So this is the reason why I will continue in the game even though my payday is negative. It is not going to make me feel afraid, or it is not going to make me think that because my payday is negative, I am a bad person or I have no management skills, financial management skills, which is very common when you go out into the real market. In the real market, if you don't have enough money and you have to borrow, and you are borrowing, especially if you are borrowing to run a business, uh, employees, which is the majority of the population, the employees have a big problem with that because they always live within a positive payday. They try to live within a positive payday. They try not to go into the negative side. And even if they go into the negative payday, they quickly come back in a month or two. They quickly come back to the zero payday or positive payday situation. Right? Questions?
No,
Sanchit,
from
did
me
you
no.
get it?
Yes.
Okay, so you understand that I have to continue in the game because I am confident that I made all my decisions to purchase and hold some assets. I made the right decisions, or I made a studied decision, which is why I can continue to think. And as a policy, before I end the game, end my turn, I will borrow sufficiently to cover the next payday. Okay, so I will end now. Stop the share.
Didn't damage your property.
Okay, so you have real estate and the tenant damages your property and you have to pay for the maintenance. You should get better tenants. Okay, all right.
Now I have a negative cash flow of
Negative
minus
payday as well.
$600.
So figure it out.
So I have a question. May I know the what is downsized in real life?
If you lose your job,
That is called downsized.
yes.
If you lose your job,
If you lose your job, it's you are downsized. It's a real term. It's a real the word is real in the real life as well. When the 2008 crisis hit the market, many people were downsized. Downsized is just that you lost your job, you have been terminated from your job, and you have to go without a job, or you have to go uh, you lose your, you lose any ability to generate income. So when you're downsized, you lose any opportunity to generate income. And fortunately, in real life, even if you lose one form of income, because downsize only means you lost your job, which means there is a loss of one kind of income. which is earned income. So income is in three different types: income from paper assets, income from earned income, and passive income. Okay, so income from paper assets is considered as a separate income, which comes as dividends or interest, dividends. All of these are interest from income from paper assets. When you have earned income, which means you have worked for that income, you have gone as an employee, or you have gone as a freelancer, or you have made an effort. You have made an effort to receive that income. That is earned income. And there is also uh, passive income. Passive income is when you have not worked for it. You have not made any effort to generate that income. That is called passive income. Okay, so when you actually in real life, when you are downsized, you only lose your ability to generate earned income. Okay.
You are again muted.
Is that me? Okay, sorry. Can you hear me now?
No, no,
Yes.
not you.
Okay. Sanchit?
And we have less than 3 minutes, almost 2 minutes.
Okay.
So
Yes.
are we going to continue the game without comments, or?
I think we will not be able to do that because I have to leave this meeting and then I have another meeting to attend.
Okay.
Okay. So
So, Lisa, you sleep in the daytime?
I take a few naps
In the daytime.
in the daytime, something less than 10 minutes. So whenever I feel sleepy, I take a nap for 10 minutes. Sometimes I set an alarm, sometimes I don't set an alarm.
So you're a night owl.
Yes, I only sleep for about 4 hours a day.
After my college begins, I think I won't be able to attend this meeting.
Ah, okay. That is, I'm actually working on a training program which is supposed to.
Self-development program?
Sorry,
Is it like the self-development program?
it is like a self-development program. Yes, I like to call it happiness management, and right now we are studying the happiness management program and the effect of the happiness management program,
Are
which
we
will,
going to end this meeting right after now?
yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay,
Less than a minute remaining.
less than a minute now. Okay, all right.
You
So,
are the
uh,
host in next meeting also?
sorry.
You are the host in the next meeting?
Yes, I am hosting the next meeting.
That's great.
Okay.
Okay, see you.
All right. Nice to have you all around. Let's meet next week.
Okay, bye.
Okay. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye, Victoria and Lisa.